Guys, I've been on a whole bunch of police shit lately after watching those DUI videos, and it just has my interest fully now. Like, I can't even stop watching police shit. So today we're reacting to the most intense courtroom moments of all time, and this should be a good one.
Regarding a domestic violence order filed by her husband in Michigan, Melissa is before Judge Jennifer Edwards.
I've taken your statements in your petition as part of your testimony, but I need you to tell me briefly, in your own words, what happened to cause you to ask for a domestic violence order.
Yes, Your Honor.
Until things took an unexpected turn when Melissa began talking back to the judge.
I didn't really have anything personal up until that point. She got out of jail in April, and she
My
started.
personal life is
No.
business, John. It has nothing to do with
She's like, our personal lives have nothing to do with the business, but it's a whole domestic violence thing. So, I mean, like, you know, make it make sense.
no.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become
I don't
disruptive.
care.
Despite the judge warning Melissa that
She's
she would
talking
be
about,
held
"I
in
don't care."
contempt if she continued speaking, Melissa refused to stop talking and interrupted the proceedings.
I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to
Okay.
him.
She will be
It
arrested
doesn't
for
make
contempt
it
of the
doesn't
court.
make any difference.
You will serve
That's
10
tough.
days for contempt of court.
Like, she
This
warned
is
you.
one thing.
Oh my God, she's about to jump on her ass. How can you be so
Get
mad?
crazy.
How can you be so mad? Jesus. How can you be so mad to actually attack the judge and you're in the wrong?
Wait and see.
Like, wow, that's crazy. Because that's the whole
Melissa
point.
lost control. The news seemed to trigger her, and in anger, she lunged across the bench to
Bro.
attack the judge, causing security to rush in.
That's the whole point of going to court, so you can like resolve the issue. She did not help herself at all, and that is crazy. That is crazy. Now she's about to sit.
Fortunately, Judge Edwards
10
remained
days.
unharmed during the incident, but Melissa suffered facial scratches as 3 security officers apprehended her. Adam Dodson, one of the court
God
security
dang.
officers who helped restrain
the
Melissa,
fuck?
revealed that he had never witnessed such a serious incident in his 3.5 years on the job.
For 3.5 years, and this is the first time anything that serious has happened.
It was a shocking moment for everyone involved.
That was like
Following the
very.
incident, Melissa was sentenced to 120 days in jail for contempt of court.
Damn.
Additionally,
Was it worth
she was
it?
charged with third-degree terroristic threatening,
Bro.
intimidating a participant in the legal
Bro.
process, and resisting arrest.
What do you think? What do you think? A domestic dispute, like, what is that? Like, maybe a freaking restraining order or something? Like, maybe jail time, but I don't know. At this point, like, you getting threatening terrorist threat shits and 100 days for contempt of the court. It's not worth it.
Her
What?
bond was set at
She faces charges 3rd degree. Yes. Her bond is $25,000. But how long is she in there for?
$25,000.
Like, altogether.
Despite the chaos, Judge Edwards ruled that the domestic violence order filed by Melissa's husband would remain in effect.
Okay.
However intense
obviously.
Melissa's case was, can't be compared.
Obviously, you go for a domestic dispute. You go to court for domestic dispute, and the man is getting a chance to explain what happened, and you just outright show everybody that you are the abuser in this situation. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, you're gonna jump on whoever the fuck. Cause how the fuck you gonna jump on the judge, bro? Like that, that is insane.
To the case of 18-year-old Ky'Andrea Cook,
Oh man.
All right, Miss Cook, come on out.
who stands accused of utilizing a dating app to orchestrate a robbery,
Oh,
resulted in a shooting
man.
in South
That's
Daytona.
that's
The
dirty.
incident occurred when Cook, then a student at Mainland High School, used
That's
a dating
dirty.
app called Meet Me to lure Perry Nita, a 27-year-old man, to a date.
Oh,
in
it's
South
always
Daytona.
the men,
The plan
bro.
was for Nita to sell her marijuana, and they were expected to engage in sexual activity. However, Cook had a
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. The men, bro, we got 2 heads, bro. And I swear to God, and a lot of times the small head thinks for the big head in a lot of instances. And man, bro, like, like, damn, yeah, blur his face out because that's embarrassing. Like,
hidden motive.
Jesus.
Nida brought a 17-year-old friend, Emmanuel Purcell. Unknown to them, Cook's boyfriend, Kendrick Bass, was waiting to rob them. As they got into the truck, Cook informed Nida that she needed to collect some money from a friend's house. When she returned, the masked man entered the back seat. The man fired 2 shots, one of which struck Purcell in the stomach. Detectives believed that this wasn't the only time Cook and her accomplices used dating apps to lure victims in for carjacking. In fact, only 48 hours after the shooting, Bass and Cook teamed up for another carjacking.
Oh, they was really on some shit.
Shocking. Wait till you see how she reacted to her sentence.
Bro, we don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. We don't care, bro. We don't want those alligator tears, man. We don't want it. Look at her. Look at her. We don't care, bro. We don't care.
During the sentencing, she played a significant role in the orchestrated ambush. Before Judge Foxman handed down Cook's sentence, she asked to speak before the courtroom.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for the wrong that my son had to get shot because I didn't even know you.
Oh my God.
My boyfriend and his friends get paying me to do this. I didn't even know what was going on.
Oh my goodness, bro. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. It's as simple as that, bro. Because if I was a judge, I'd just be like, 25 years, no bail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, jeez. Well, maybe 25 years is a lot. Oh, man. No, it's too late for that. Oh, apparently not, bro. Apparently not.
You know what is sure not to make Mama proud?
Apparently not.
The sentence Cook is about to receive.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sad, actually.
He sentenced Cook to 20 years on a carjacking charge.
Ooh.
15 years for attempted carjacking with a deadly weapon.
Oh.
15 years for a battery felony. The sentences were supposed to be served concurrently. Immediately after the sentence was given, the courtroom was filled with intense emotions.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cook's mother cried out. She couldn't contain her grief.
See, I was just making the jokes and shit. But when the mama, it's the mamas, bro. When the mama cry, it's like, oh man, ma, I fucked up. Like, as soon as your mama start crying, it's like, damn, I fucked up. Like, you just want to take everything back. Oh, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I'm about to call my mom after this. Never did anything like this, but you know, just call her, check up on her and shit.
And dropped to the floor, wailing loudly.
Ah, that's tough.
Cook broke down in tears, calling out to her mother.
That's fucking tough. Ooh, that's sad. Ooh, that's sad. Ooh, it's too late for that. It's too late for
after
that.
Reviewing the case, Cook's sentence was later reduced to 11 years.
Okay.
Cook's case may be touching, however, it wasn't the only time a court
11
went
years
crazy during sentencing.
All right,
Like in
Alan.
The case of Alan Boston.
Oh, I seen this.
Who's
My
facing
boy,
charges for marijuana possession in Tennessee.
my boy
Boston was
smoking
called up
in
to
the
the bench
damn
to
court.
discuss his sentence and determine how he wanted to plead to the case.
I spoke with Mr. Boston. He said he wants to represent himself.
Oh my gosh. He came here to make a statement too. Let me tell you, man, when you go into court, you got the little freaking metal detectors and shit, but they don't detect that gas. They don't detect that gas. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They don't detect that right there. That's hilarious.
I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug. And it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is
Yes,
Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the
Like,
laws.
I don't understand what was his point?
I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature.
Like, the law is a law, buddy. You're not gonna, just because you pop up to court with a fucking joint talking about it's been around since this and that, and it doesn't do no harm. Like, yeah, oh shit, this dude's fucking talking some sense. I'm a fucking change the law right now. Hey, pass me the joint. Like, come on, bro. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that at all.
To get that change.
Yes, sir.
And if you get a change.
He surprised everyone by reaching into his front pocket, pulling out a joint, and lighting it right there in the
I'm talking
courtroom.
about bold
Yes,
as
you
a
heard that
motherfucker.
correctly.
Who saw it first? Who saw it first? Maybe this freaking lady's looking at him. But who saw it first? Like, nobody's looking. Oh, here she go, right here. She's like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. She is literally flabbergasted at this motherfucker pulling out a joint. I would be too. I would have just
He
been
lit
in
a
the back
joint
laughing.
in front of everyone.
Look at her.
The incident didn't go unnoticed. Court
Oh, she fucking
officers
eating
swiftly
this shit.
intervened and grabbed Boston, escorting him out of the courtroom.
Hell nah.
While a cloud of smoke trailed behind him.
What was the point? Literally, what was the
Wilson
point?
County Sheriff Robert Ryan, who was present at the scene, described it as one of the craziest things he had ever witnessed. However, his little stunt had consequences. In addition to the initial possession charge,
Bro,
Boston was
that
booked
was
on a second
so
charge for
dumb.
simple possession due to his actions in the courtroom. On top of that, he was found in contempt of court
Yes,
for his
contempt of court.
disruptive behavior.
Figured
As a
that.
result, he will be served 10 days in jail for the contempt charge. Spencer Boston certainly left a lasting impression on the courtroom.
10
However,
days.
some would argue
10 days. I mean, it could have been worse.
that the case
I mean,
of
I don't
Arthur
think.
Booth is far more memorable.
Ah, this is so
Arthur
fucking
Booth,
sad to me.
A 49-year-old career criminal is facing charges of burglary, grand theft, fleeing, and resisting arrest in Miami, Florida. Additionally, he has 3 arrest affidavits for reckless driving, property damage, and leaving the scene of a crash without serious injury. In 2015, during one of his escapades, the 49-year-old was apprehended while driving a vehicle reported stolen in a robbery. Instead of complying with the authorities, he engaged in a high-speed chase, resulting in his arrest. Booth's legal predicament led him
Before this continues, I'm gonna tell you, man, life can get hard. I get that. Life can definitely get hard. And it sucks that people feel like they have to resort to like breaking the law to do so. To make means and shit, but it's like, bro, it's all good and dandy when, you know, you freaking get away and you made some money, but it's like, when you get caught, bro, you can't expect people to have sympathy for you. I'm sorry.
Miami-Dade Bond Court presided over by Judge Leonid Greyser. The judge set his bond at $43,000 or a year of incarceration if he couldn't afford it.
Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you here. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
It was then that Booth recognized his former classmate in the judge's robe. Overwhelmed with remorse and humiliation, he broke down in tears. Booth resolved to confront his addiction issues and forge a brighter future. Fast forward 10 months to when Booth is to be released from incarceration. Along with his family, Booth was met by an old friend. However
That's such
emotional
half-ass
Arthur
like,
Booth's case was, the case of Judge
how you
Murphy
see
and Andrew Weinstock
Good to
is
see
a
you.
run for its money. Public defender Andrew Weinstock and his client are present before Judge John Murphy in Brevard County, Florida.
2 charges, assault and resisting. You have the public defender. Public defender, what do you want to do?
What they file?
They have.
I'm not waiting.
All right, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I'm not waiting. You want to set it for trial? Set it for trial.
The judge, looking to clear his schedule,
They don't like each other.
suggested that Weinstock waive his client's right to a speedy trial. Still, the attorney stood firm, committed to ensuring justice for his client. The tension between the judge and the attorney escalated, with neither finding common ground.
How does that look? How does that look? The freaking judge and the attorney are arguing or some shit. Like, how does that look as a person that's like on trial and shit?
I
Like,
would throw it at you right now.
You know, this
Stop
who do you vote for? You know?
pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll
Stop
take care
pissing
of it.
me off.
I don't need your help.
No,
Sit
you know
down.
what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand
I said
and represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat
Let's
your
go.
ass.
No
Unable to
way.
contain his frustration, the judge proposed a physical fight outside the courtroom.
No way.
To the shock of everyone present, the two men engaged in a physical altercation outside the courtroom. Unfortunately, The court camera could not capture the fight visually, but the sounds of their scuffle echoed through the recording.
Them boys is fighting for real.
Eventually, a deputy intervened, separating the two combatants. Upon returning to the courtroom, Judge Murphy received
Them
applause
boys
and
fighting for
cheers
real.
from the
I can only see it.
defendants.
You motherfucker, holding him by his fucking collar and shit. You motherfucker. Old ass
Evidently
people.
entertained by the spectacle.
You get
After
him.
catching his breath, the judge
Who
resumed
won?
the proceedings
The
without
judge won?
Weinstock's disruptive presence.
Damn, John Murphy.
Unknown to Weinstock,
Old ass.
Judge Murphy had a background as an ex-military personnel. He was a United States Army colonel and had served with the Special Forces
my
in various
God.
countries.
Oh, yeah.
Despite his military
Yeah.
achievements, the Florida Supreme Court found his behavior during
Damn,
the
John.
altercation with Weinstock appalling, and he was suspended.
Yeah, you
Judge
can't.
Murphy's actions
You can't
were
do that.
crazy.
You can't do
However,
that, bro.
Nothing could have prepared you for the case of 18-year-old Leonid Greyser, who was facing charges for murder in Moscow, Russia. Greyser had confessed to the brutal
My
murder
boy
of
looks
his sister,
crazy as
Ky'Andrea
shit.
Cook, who was found naked with multiple stab wounds in their shared apartment. He claimed that Satan
My
had
boy
ordered
looks
him to commit the
crazy
heinous
as
act.
fuck.
Eyewitnesses
That's crazy.
reported that before
Look at his face. Look at his face. You wake up, you freaking, you roll over and shit, and you just open your eyes for a quick second, and you see this big bald head with all these scars on his face and shit. But I would fucking, I'm gonna tell you, boy, that shit'll get me up, boy. I'm gonna have to get up. Like, hey, now.
the police arrived,
Hey, now.
Greyser undressed and drew
Crazy
demonic
motherfucker.
symbols with blood on his sister's body and his head.
Nah.
He pleaded to be
That's
freed from
crazy as
Satan's
shit.
influence, claiming that the devil incited him to kill his sister. Although his actions were horrible, Greyser's behavior in court was terrifying. Greyser finds himself in the Shubinski courthouse.
My boy,
closed
that head
with
is
a
not
glass
finna fit in
cage,
there. I'm gonna tell you that
precisely
right now.
Greyser had planned.
That's
Although
crazy.
Greyser seems to have settled down for
That's
the moment,
crazy as shit. Damn, my boy really on
he
that
manages to
shit.
slip through the slats
Wow.
on the top of the bulletproof security dock.
Wow.
However, police officers quickly intervened, using
Wow.
batons and tasers to subdue him and pull him back down. Despite
Wow.
losing his trousers in the process, Greyser was eventually tasered
Is he
and
stuck?
forced to return to the dock.
What in the hell? That's insane. That's
Once
crazy.
Greyser adjusts his attire, he proceeds to provide a
How the
complete
fuck did he get out through the top? What the hell? Everything is made out of glass and metal but the top part? How the fuck did that happen?
confession for the murder, boldly expressing no remorse for his heinous actions. If you thought these
What the fuck? How insane do you have to be? How dumb do you have to be to make the whole box made out of metal and gold, metal and glass, and just leave the top just fucking made out of cardboard? What do you expect? Why wasn't he cuffed? Why they do that weird shit? Like, everybody else, you freaking sit them down and you got people around them, they're cuffed at their ankles and they're cuffed at their freaking hands and shit. But you wanted to put this dude on display in a glass box like a freaking museum. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Just, why they, oh my God, just so extra and dumb. That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And then that shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. That shit don't make no sense. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this video, but yes, this police shit has really been heavy on my mind, and it's interesting as fuck. I like looking at criminals apparently. So if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you ever got arrested. Don't tell me. And yeah.